Hi everybody. Hello. It's Saturday. We're gonna finish. We're gonna fish up. Blah, 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 blah. We're gonna finish up cleaning the subway. We're almost done. We're almost done tonight. Or we're almost done. We're almost done cleaning the subway. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend. It's Saturday. It still feels kind of weird not playing some random Sega game on Saturdays, but for now, this is our Saturday game. We'll have to find something new for Mondays. Um, or something. Hi, holy cow! How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you've been well. All right, but we're gonna wrap. We're gonna wrap up the subway. Um, we have a bit more of the ceiling on the left here. And then the right. Which app's dumb. There we go. Okay. The Twitch app changed how the stream thing looks like, so I have to use the stream manager window thing on the Twitch app, and it sucks. There used to be an option where you click on your thing, and it'll give you a little preview of your stream, then a bar for stream manager, and then to edit your stream info. And if you scroll down, it says see all it would say see all activity. You press that, then bring up your activity window with your chat. It sucks. I guess they got rid of that. I don't know. This thing, it's so annoying. Yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend. We're playing some Power Sim. We're just gonna do some sleepy little yaps and power wash the way. Why didn't I finish this? Was I just really tired? I must have been. I must have been. There we go. So everything there is clean except the posters. Alright. Got this wall and this ceiling. I do have a couple things I want to yap about. Nothing like important or anything, but so I don't know if we yapped about the Lego smart bricks before. I feel like we have. Um, but videos of people reviewing the sets and stuff are coming out. At least like one guy is doing them. M&R Productions, I believe, is his channel name. And man, those things are like, it's such a disappointment. I think we did talk about them. We talked about them when they were announced, I think. So if you don't know, the Smart Brick is like a near field communication device, like a Skylanders and this Portal of Power, or Lego Dimensions, Disney Infinity, where there's a thing, and when you put a thing near the thing, it makes a noise or does something, right? In the case of Toys to Life games, you put your little figure on top of the base or the portal or whatever they call it in Disney Infinity. I don't know. And it lets you play as that character in the game, right? With the smart bricks, it's a 2x6 brick. I think it's 2x6, and it makes noises, and that's kind of it. Um, and I guess that they launched the smart brick with the Star Wars line instead of something like Lego City or like a castle set or I don't know Ninjago. Probably because they wanted these things to sell well, and I guess they thought Star Wars would give the smart brick the best shot out the gate to succeed. Problem is the Lego Star Wars smart brick sets are stupid expensive because of the smart bricks, or maybe not because of it, just because of the smart bricks. Legos are just stupid expensive. Um, and it would be one thing, um, if the bricks like made really cool sounds and were really, you know, they were just better than what they actually are. Um, so there's three ways to get smart bricks. You can't just go out and buy a smart brick by itself for like $5-10 for some reason. I don't know why. Um, so to get a smart brick, you have to buy the set with Vader's TIE Interceptor, Luke's X-wing, or the Throne Room dual set. That one, the Throne Room dual set comes with two smart bricks. The Vader's TIE Interceptor and Luke's X-wing both come with one, and the TIE Interceptor is the cheapest entry point into the smart brick ecosystem at $70. And then there's a handful of sets that are smart brick compatible, where they come with bricks and things and figures that interact with smart bricks, but they don't have a smart brick. So, um, it's just really dumb. I recommend you go look up reviews of people talking about the bricks because they're really disappointing. Um, the bricks, um, don't have like super sophisticated sound chips in them or anything, and so like in your mind you're like, so with this the smart brick, you put it in the spaceships and stuff, and it makes ship sounds when you pick it up off the table and then whoosh it around in your hands. The sets all seem to be very well built for like play. They don't seem like they'll fall apart too easily. The spaceships and stuff, vehicles especially, and which is cool. That is very good for play. Problem is they've kind of priced kids out of these sets in that the minimum buy-in for these things is to get a smart brick is $70. Um, so I just hope there's no like kid out there that's like, I want this set. I want the Millennium, because they made a Millennium Falcon compatible set that doesn't come with a smart brick. You think that one would at least come with a smart brick, but it doesn't. And I'm pretty sure it costs more than the Vader's TIE Interceptor, which is just because of the piece count. I don't know. Um. Anyway, it's just I know if I were younger, when I was little and I got a thing like that, I'd be pretty disappointed. I remember I have this memory of um this volcano toy that you put uh you would it was like a um what's it called? This volcano experiment, Coca Pop Rocks or whatever, right? Where it makes the volcano foam up and then it erupts or whatever. It's on the tip of my tongue. It was a toy like that. It was this big plastic volcano, and um, you put a thing in there, and uh, it melts this capsule with a dinosaur in it. And I was really excited because it's this big toy, and my parents helped me set it up, and it goes off, and it's really exciting, really cool. I don't remember if I got it for a birthday or just my parents just decided to get it for me after I begged. Or I don't know. And I remember there wasn't even like a whole dinosaur in the volcano kit. It just came with like a leg from some dinosaur that you have to collect pieces of them. Um, and it was really sad. It was really sad. And I don't know. I don't think the smart brick sets, they might sell well, but I don't know. They really should have gone with like Lego City. Give us like a police car with a smart brick. Give us a fire truck. Give us uh, a bank robbery scene. I don't know. Hi Marius, thank you for being here. No one's grabbed first yet. To the shadows you go. Okay. Congrats on getting first. Right. Wait, I'm just checking my Discord pings real quick. Welcome back from the ad break, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Here it is. Um, yeah, and it's like the worst part of the Lego Star Wars Smart Brick sets is that the brick doesn't even make authentic Star Wars noises. They're like some royalty free thing. Like Vader's TIE Interceptor does not make TIE Fighter sounds. Luke's X-wing does not make X-wing sounds. It makes generic spaceship sounds, and the laser cannons don't sound like Star Wars laser cannons. The worst part is the minifigures make speak when you put them near the smart brick, and they don't make talk. They don't say words at all. They just say sounds. Um, and not like the Lego Star Wars games sounds where they just mumble. Hold on, my dad's calling me. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. My dad doesn't really call me very often. When he does, it's like he needs me to like let him in the house or something. Um, he called me and uh, asked me to make him and my sister hot dogs. It's like I can't right now. Um, and I just put them in the air fryer. Um, hi wow, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Burger. How you doing? Wow. Anyway, sorry. We're yapping about the dumb new Lego Star Wars sets with the smart brick in them. So the minifigures, the smart minifigures, have a trash can symbol on them, like "Don't throw this away," and they have production info on one side because they have internal batteries. I'm guessing. Um, so you can't take them apart. You can take their heads off, but you can't take their torsos apart. You can't remove the torso from the legs. Um, when you put them near a smart brick, they make noises. And they all make the same noises, but just at different pitches. So Vader's sounds are like lower pitched. Leia's sounds are higher pitched. And then there's a smart figure of Wicket, the Ewok, and he makes different sounds, but he makes like one sound by himself. And if like they don't even sound good. Like Luke just goes "abba wee wee," like it sounds terrible. It's, it sounds so bad. And it is honestly cool tech. It is cool, but they should have launched it with Lego City sets at a lower price point, and then let us buy smart bricks by themselves with the charging station, and I think that would have been better. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Nope. But how are you, Wow? How are you, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good weekend. Oh, and last time we played Power Wash Simulator on the 12-hour streams, I kind of it was like right before the end of the whole thing, Saturday night, um, and we just kind of started manically yapping about High Guard. Sorry, no. Um, and turns out we have some more High Guard news. The game hasn't shut down yet, as far as I'm aware. Um, and apparently, from somebody's inside source, I don't know. Apparently, High Guard got a lot of its funding from Tencent, which makes a ton of sense, but it's kind of like that's not like a bad thing. Tencent's in everybody's pots, right? They got their fingers in everybody's cups, but that's kind of gross. But they were didn't. It was like they were trying to hide that they were funded by Tencent because the Wildlight's big thing was like we're 100% independent and funded and all that stuff. And I don't know. I don't know why they would hide it. Maybe they keep this air of being like super independent and they're taking the fight to the big guys. I don't know. But them being funded by Tencent now makes the shutdown, like them laying off over half the studio after 2 weeks, that makes a lot more sense now. It makes a lot more sense because like I was like, why do you not like? Why did you not budget it to where you would have a longer runway than 2.5 weeks before you have to lay off all your staff, majority of your staff after releasing the game? Like who budgets like that? Um, and the game obviously wasn't really ready for launch. They didn't do any test like public testing, which they didn't want to do because they wanted to shadow drop it like Apex Legends and stuff like that. Um, but it's yeah. So they were probably developing the game, and then at some point they were like, "We're gonna run out of money. We need to just launch the game at this date." And then hope it makes bank. Otherwise, we're gonna have to delay a lot of people off. So they're like, okay, we got setting this date for the 26th of January. Let's go. And then, yeah. And then the game fell right on its face out the gate. Um, and apparently, the character designer was one late poor lady who had to do all the character design herself in a month. Or like but then half, something like that. She had to make a character in like a week, and then or a week to like concept a character, then build out the character, and then the skins, and then she had to go to the. She was also in charge of the microtransactions team, and had to get skins for the characters for them to set up the microtransaction systems, and so that makes a lot more sense as to why a lot of the characters just don't have a lot of sauce. Like I think Mara and Scarlet, the Mara's the lady that wears the red techno wizardy suit that steals people's souls. Scarlet's the sand girl that can make walls invisible or makes it so you can walk through walls and she can turn invisible and throws knives like the girl in Valorant. Um, those designs I think are pretty good overall. I think they're the best in the game. Everyone else is kind of meh to okay. I could see where they're going with this. But like the high guard characters and just the look of the game, the art style feels like something you would see in the background of a movie or TV show, where that some characters or somebody's like main characters like in a police show, their son is playing a video game and something happens in the video game, and then the police officer character's like, "I got it," that's how they did it because I saw this happen in the video game, and then it made me think of this. I don't know. It feels like that, or they'd be like background characters in like um, Ready Player One that you'd be like, oh, that's just some generic models they made for random NPCs in the game. That's not some IP that they set up or got the rights for like a split second in Ready Player One. I don't know. I knew HLO. Thank you for the hydrate, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? I forgot they split those. You do pretty well. That's good to hear. I'm doing good. I ran another session of my Pokemon tabletop game campaign with some pals today. We had to take like a 3-week break. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Volmini is my model papa. He's my VTuber parent. I only have one VTuber parent, and it's him. He drew and rigged my model. I am his first VTuber child. Shrimp Dad, yeah. Well, yes, he is a shrimp a lot of the time, isn't he? um, yeah, I am his first child. Whenever you're around, yes, I see, I see. I have 2 sisters that I'm aware of. I'll have to ask. I haven't asked him if I have any other VTuber siblings. I need to. Or, um, I have 2 sisters, and I think I have a brother. I think. I don't know if that model was ever finished. A bit of old being a divorced dad and the chat being his children. I see. I see. Yeah, I have 2 sisters, Alex and Nagatha Christie. Alex's model is gorgeous. Alex's model is gorgeous. He's a very pretty Gorgon VTuber, and Nagatha is a cat girl. I don't think Nagatha has streamed in quite a while. Alex hasn't either. And then I think I have a brother named Coach Vaughn, something like that. I'll have to ask Wilmini time I see him. But I was the first. I got this model because Volmini, before he rebranded earlier last year, I was there before he had on his older channel. I was there when he hit 50 followers, and to celebrate hitting 50 followers, Volmini did a. I was the firstborn. Yes, I am the firstborn. And Volmini did a chibi model raffle to celebrate hitting 50 followers. And it was a channel point redeem to enter into the raffle, and you could redeem it multiple times. I think it was like 300 channel points. Um, and I watched them stream like every day. Every time they streamed, I would watch them, and then I would redeem it. Um, and I won the raffle. And thus, I am here now, speaking to you. That was in like 2021. It was before I had had my computer, so it was quite a while ago. Financial decisions. I see. I see. We yap plenty over here. I suppose I am. I don't know if I'm known for my apps, but we yap quite a bit on the ASMR streams. We do. Collections that cost me more than your rent. Oh my goodness. What? Links are okay. At least there's no oil on the walls. That's good. The game consoles and VHS tapes. I have a lot of cards. I have a lot of trading cards for various games. One game in particular. I have a lot of MetaZoo cards, and I have to do a monthly rant about how MetaZoo died at least once a month, just to get it out of my system. And I don't know if we've hit it yet this month. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll forget. I was yapping about the really really bad Lego Star Wars smart brick sets that they're coming out with in a couple weeks. We're almost done with this wall. This month is almost over. Yep. It is. Go. And here we go. Yeah, then we got some news from about High Guard that the cable split too. No. The High Guard had funding from Tencent, but I kind of manically yapped about High Guard on Saturday, Saturday night. So, last Saturday, I kind of said my piece on the whole thing. Apparently, the player counts are now in the hundreds. I don't know. I haven't looked, but they're not great. When it snowed yesterday, that was really exciting. It snowed a bit, but we did get snow this week. It was really exciting. We haven't gotten much snow this winter. You haven't gotten any? Something about seeing snow falling out the window makes my something inside me very happy. It hasn't snowed enough to make like a snowman, or a good snowman that's not full of like dead leaves and grass. In a long time. Sorry, I keep yawning. Starts texture. I suppose it does. When I was in elementary, um, there was one winter, for one of the school years. It snowed a ton, and some of the kids had started rolling a ball, and they just kept going and going and going. And I remember it being this like huge just chunk of snow, um and like kids, I remember kids like climbing on top of it, and um so I don't know how big it actually was, but in my memory it was huge. Maybe flavor if you're brave enough. I don't know, snow doesn't taste that good. Tastes like dust. Like seasoning. I don't think humans can digest grass. I don't think we can. That's why cows have like four-chambered stomachs. It stopped me. It stopped me. Any bit here. There we go. Alright. One of the signal lights is still dirty. Uplighting. No. You're dirty still? Oh. Okay. Uplighting. Whoops. One is still dirty. But this one. How convenient. Where are you still dirty at? Okay. Fair enough. I don't know why I'm cleaning these. They're gonna be torn down anyway. For this wall. Driving me nuts. Hi, Catboy, Lucius. Hi, Lucius. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you've been well, sweetheart. Ow. Uh, sure. Sure. How are you, Lucius? Two more. And then we're good to go. Then we're out of this subway station. Onto something else. This time lapse will be thing. Beep boo. We'll have to listen to this subway ambiance anymore. No more subway ASMR. Oh. Subway is now clean. All clean. Yippee! I want to say that again. Your work has been signed off. Congratulations. Great. That's pretty satisfying. That's fun. Okay. Caldera City Transportation Network offers exciting pressure wash opportunity at its emerging infrastructural subway facilities. Perhaps you would like some interesting statistics on our railroad systems whilst you work? Caldera City subway system was built using over 16 million bricks. Gretch, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for the stretch redeem. Thank you, thank you. If you were to pile them up top to tail, they would extend a staggering 2,137 miles into the Earth's atmosphere. That's only tantalizing 36,718 miles short of the moon's surface. Construction began on the Buckingham to Caldera branch line in 1920, funded by local businessman Wilberforce Thrust, who was keen to provide an efficient means of transporting his workforce from the city to his thriving cattle ranches. It was finally unveiled by Mayor Jeff Jefferson X, who tragically passed away the self-same day from an incident related to the station's substandard construction. The subway was reopened again following extensive repointing in 1923 by Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 11th. It closed again the following fall after the shocking revelation that Wilberforce Trust had been using it to funnel train trucks full of stolen money out of town. The money was never recovered. The subway remained closed for another 30 years until community funding allowed for its renovation. It ran until 1984 when the main tunnel's extensive repointing finally failed, thankfully in the dead of night. Okay, what's next? The fortune teller's wagon. Check out my new wheels. Everyone says I could talk the hind legs off a turkey. They don't have hind legs. So I'm joining the traveling fairground as a fortune teller. Got the name and now I've got the ride. Picked it up from an old lady at a bargain price online. I was I was the only bidder. She wasn't happy and said she'd curse me if I didn't pay her the going rate. But it's not my fault she didn't set a reserve price. It's not like she even looked after the wagon. It's covered in anything and everything that you can imagine. The rest of the fairground is pristine, so please help. Okay, get a smaller break job between big ones. Yep. Alright, where do we start here? The ladder, we do have the ladder. Alright, where do we want to start? Do we start with these little things? Sure. Start with the little things. Best. Hey, why don't you be my first subject? I'm good. I'll divine your past to future based on the ancient technique of water divination. Okay. Let us spray. Okay, that's good. That's good. But I'm good, Lucius. I'm good. I ate some pizza for dinner. Leftover pizza. Where art thou still dirty? Corner here? Oh. No? Okay. Corner. Why is the chest so picky, huh? Why are you so picky? I'm glad to hear it, good Lucius. You're eating? Let's go. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. What you munching on? Clean. I don't want to clean the crystal ball. Part of me wants to clean this crystal ball at the last. That to be the last. If we can that. Ow. Where's the rest of the dirt? Ooh. But I can't. Where- Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh, the volcano is still smoking. Oh, boy. Okay. Use that. Where's the rest of the dirt? Okay. Guess it was right there apparently. Okay. Jump. Go. Why is everything on this level so picky? Why is everything here picky? Maybe thing in the seam here. Oh. Doesn't help that it's yellow. come on. Oh my goodness. Go. There we go. Hi, DJ. I'm doing okay. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? All right. Thank you for the water and the stretch, DJ. Thank you. Thank you. Prison architect? What's that? Is it like The Sims but prison? Or because it's not like there's a game about managing a prison called Escapist or something, right? There you go. Oh. There's like Rimworld. Oh, okay. Is it like a normal prison or is it like a space prison with aliens? What is on this table? The blood? Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave the crystal ball. The uncanny Franny. Water divot. Bed is dirty. Normal prison. There is DLC where you can manage it on island. Take care of the criminally. Oh, okay. Oh, and in case anyone was here yesterday, I did remember to post thighs on Friday yesterday. So if you want to see those, they're on Twitter at Blue Sky. They're there. Did remember. Okay. Do we start with the stairs? I think we start with the stairs. and then do the wheels, and then the chassis under the chassis, and then walls and stuff, and then the ceiling. That. Only building games like Criminal Tropico City Skyline. I sense you're someone who used to be wishy-washy, always flitting from one thing to another. Hi CJ, how you doing, sweetheart? Doing? Good to see you. Now you have this renewed focus, like the 15-degree nozzle of a quality pressure washer. Hey, I only use the 15. The other ones might as well not exist. It's a 0 degree. My day was good, CJ. It was good. Had one of my sessions of my Pokemon Tabletop United campaign with some of my pals today. We had to take a 3-week break. And we played for a good 2.5 hours. It was a good time. And then I watched some of Sucrose's stream, Kumi's stream. Now we're here. Oh, and we finished cleaning the subway today. Really likes micromanaging everything in the game. Do you like Zoo Tycoon, DJ? There's a couple aquarium manager games they've had on my wish list for a while. I think one of them has a bunch of DLC. Tycoon Flash game on Adult Swim website years ago. My goodness. That probably wasn't on Cool Math Games, huh? Probably not. one of my friends growing up liked to play games on Armor Game. It was called Armor Games, the Flash Games website. I don't know if they're still around. This level's very picky. Thank you for the 7 stream streak, CJ. Thank you, thank you. It's quite the streak. Look, we jumped really up there. Awesome games. Cool. Yeah, there were a bunch of sites like that. The Armor Games had like this shooter game, like a 2D platformer shooter game, like Spies or something. I don't remember, but it had a multiplayer mode, I think. We played that a lot. Staircase is still dirty. Bit under there. Okay. I go under here. Okay, and then we'll do the wheels, underside, and then we'll do the walls, ceiling. So apparently the like Papa Pizzeria game series is on Steam. I guess did they port them to Steam after Flash died? Is that what happened? I never played those ones. Cool math. I always played Run 2. There was that one where you have to move around a rectangle on the level to get it to fit through a square hole. I don't remember that one. The freezeria. There was one where you. I don't know if it was a Papa game, but you made like weapons and stuff for like adventurers in a fantasy game. Oh, I don't know if that was completely separate or not. Oh, we do. It's been an hour already. You have an edbit coming up in a couple of seconds here, uh, and you probably will get some because this isn't an ASMR stream. True. Excuse me. Gracious. All right. Be clean. Thank you. Thank you. Suddenly you feel this need to wash away the sins and malaise from fortunate. Okay. Papa's Games page on Steam, and I didn't know that a blacksmith game. Oh, okay. Oh, it's fast. I did not read that. Won't be able to read it back until we're done with the job. It is. Some. I don't know if the blacksmith one was on something like Cool Math Games or if it's a recent project. The dirt from behind the wheel. Welcome back from the break, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. Oh. Welcome back, DJ. Yeah. Don't remember where I saw the blacksmith game. It was either somebody was streaming it or really annoying. Why is there so much left of the Find you stupid wheel? You. Sheesh. Squeeze in here, I guess. Okay. Wheels clean. Why are you still dirty, Trim? Oh, it's okay. This is okay. All right. That's why. Right. Okay. Awesome. Wow. Hey, you still dirty, Ultram? Be clean. Right. Come on. Be clean, please. There we go. Ooh. Right. Dirty. Roof here. There we go. Stubborn dirt. Grab the lantern. Hey, right? Are you not clean? There's no dirt. This counts. Okay. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right. Finally. Oh wow, looking into your future, it's really quite amazing. Is it? I want to spoil it for you, so I'm going to be deliberately vague here, but there are things you're going to do and see beyond your imagination in the next little while that are going to blow your mind. Okay. Like the inside of a volcano. I'll go so far as to say that without you, this entire planet is lost. What? I think that's like a pretty heavy spoiler. That sounds like a pretty heavy spoiler to me. Goodness. Probably need the ladder for this one. Probably. Why not? Why not? We're back here? Goodness. Is he thinking gritty? I think that's a hype train emote. Think. It's a pretty good one. Ah. Let's go to the ladder. There's a gnome at the Ferris wheel. There's a gnome. The Ferris wheel. There's a gnome. We're gonna be able to climb up there. There's a gnome in the Ferris wheel. Okay. The gritty goose. Have you guys seen that zoo game? I don't think it's very long, but I think it's called My Voice Zoo, where you get to make the noises for the animals. It seems kind of cute. There. You like RTS games then, DJ? Like to micromanage things? Excuse me, sorry. Here we go. Ha! Got this wall. Cool. Played Metro TS games on Secure City Skylines. Just one. I don't know. I've never played the. I've never played the City Skylines. Impossible Creatures, my favorite is game, or the game that's probably the most important game in my life to me as a person is an RTS. Yippee! Yippee! Impossible Creatures was, I think, released in 2002. I want to say. Um, I remember the day we got it in the mail. um, because my dad got the demo from a magazine or something like that, or there was like a subscription to get like demos of games. I don't know. Pretty sure it was a magazine though. And I watched him play it a lot. And then um, he ordered it. I don't know if he got it, ordered it, would it released. I don't know if we got it in 2002. He might have gotten it when in 2003. Um, but I remember sitting on the couch, and my dad brought in the mail or something. And he's like, "Look, catch up! It's here. Let's go play it." And I was like, "Okay." I remember there was an evening or a day that my dad hooked up his computer to the TV, and this is before flat screens. And so it was this big CRT TV, big tube TV, and I was, wow, Impossible Creatures is on the TV. That's so cool. And it was cool, and still is cool. Very stubborn level. There we go. Okay. Anyway, if you don't know, Impossible Creatures is a RTS game made by Relic Entertainment. I'm pretty sure those were the guys that did the Homelands games. They were known for their spaceship RTS game, like space and stuff. And then they made Impossible Creatures. Um, there's never been an Impossible Creatures 2. Never been a sequel. And there probably never will be. Um, so I don't know if Relic exists anymore. I think they got bought up by THQ. I know THQ ported Impossible Creatures. It is on Steam if you want to play it. If you like RTSs, maybe you won't like it. People have said not nice things about Impossible Creatures, but I like it a lot. So Impossible Creatures is like the steampunky kind of setting, um, where you build your army, you make your own units, and that you combine two animals in the animal combiner, uh, into one creature, taking traits from one animal and another animal and putting it in one thing. Um, and you can have 9 creatures in your army. You could make 9 creatures for your army, and they go from levels 1 to 5. Level 1, so you don't need to do any research to create in a game, to generate those units in the game. Level 2, 3, 4, and 5, you have to research. And then there's a bunch of other like side buildings, science buildings, and things to research, upgrade your henchmen, your like the base stats of the creatures in your army, and um, advanced defense buildings, and like you can build sonic towers that put out waves of sound. They make a really annoying sound. But they go wheel 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 wheel. Sound beam towers, and then there's lightning rod towers that shoot lightning at flying units, or shoot electricity at flying units. And your base is a flying train. It's a hover train. It's a steam engine, and the sides are these big fans that spin to generate lift. Um, it's very cool. Like pre World War One steampunkiness. It's very cool. And it has one of the best main menu music one of the best main menu songs ever, in my opinion. I can hear my head right now. Um, Interesting. If you play it, I hope you enjoy it. We did play through the campaign on stream. That was my first time ever finishing the campaign on my own in one in playthrough. Was on when we played on stream like 2 or 3 years ago, probably 3 years ago. Um, there's a very vibrant Steam workshop uh, scene in the community. There's a big mod pack called the Tellurian mod pack that adds like a bunch of more animals, rebalances animals, um, and a reworked campaign. And there's one called Dinodon that adds dinosaurs. So, door handle, door frame, still dirty. Goodness gracious. Are you still dirty, decorative trim? There we go. But yeah, it came out in 2002. Yeah, so it's been in my life since I was able to talk. It's I've been playing that game a lot. It's probably the game I have the most playtime in my whole life. Probably just because I've been playing it since I was like 3, 4. But I don't know. That could be a different game. It could be Halo 5, or I played Halo 5 every day after I got home from school in high school to grind out the armor unlock, cosmetics, and their loot box system. And yeah, so it could be Halo 5 or Destiny 2, or Halo 2 Combat Evolved, Master Chief Collection. Hey Doc, how's the wash? Back up on Rumblin' business. Rumblin' Rushless. Hello, Kelvin Miller. I'm sorry, I don't remember who you are, or what that is that you were talking. Never thought I'd say this in my lifetime, but the data is off the charts. Oh, is Rushless the name of the volcano? Is that what's going on? Wrong, but she looks ready to blow it, and if she does, Muckingham, real danger. Right, okay, so it talks to us about the... Be clean, chimney! Where are you dirty still? Outside? Up? Ah. If you play it, I hope you enjoy, DJ. When we played the campaign, I did have to use cheats to get through the game. There's a level in the game where you have to kind of push through this zigzagged path through a bunch of mini enemy bases into this train yard where they're building advanced flying trains, like flying bullet trains, and you have to get in there and then blow those up. Uh, all the while, all these mini bases have their own individual armies, and they're sending mobs up the path towards you. So you just kind of I had to literally just spam cheat coal and electricity to make creatures just to keep up with them pushing all these creatures. Otherwise, that level would have taken like 2 more hours than it already took. So, um, and when you do cheat, the game makes sure you know it. So you bring up the console, the game console commands with the tilde key. Pretty sure it's tilde, and then you can type in cheats to give yourself additional coal and electricity. Like it's something like cheat underscore coal parentheses number parentheses and then enter. And when you do cheat, so the game has an announces when you get when your research that you started is done. You start new research when creatures are made or something. When your henchmen are in danger, when a coal pile is empty, when the base is under attack, and it makes a noise like "tong" when an enemy completes like creature research and stuff like that. And so uh, when you click on your henchmen, the henchmen are all clones of each other. They're these big bald burly dudes, right? Not burly, but they're just bald guys, and they all have the same voice. And when you click on them, uh, they go, "Yeah, boss," and then you click on the button to have them build something, and they go, "All right, okay." And when they're under attack, they go, "Help me! These things are after me," or something like that. "I'm being attacked by one of these things." And when you cheat, uh, the henchman also is the voice. The voice of the henchman is also the announcement voice of like, "Hey, this research is done. We've reached level 3 research." You know, no, that's a lady's voice, I think. Uh, but when you cheat, there's a special icon that pops up, and the henchman goes, "Somebody's cheating." And when I was little, I would get home from school and I would build an army of creatures that were just terrible. And then I would wait for my dad to get home from work, and then I would beg my dad to play the game, play a match against CPUs with the army I made. And then he would cheat because the creatures I made were just terrible, and he had to cheat to win. And so the game would go, "Somebody's cheating." I go, "Dad, you're cheating. That's bad." Anyway, uh, yeah, the main menu theme of impossible creatures is so good. If you don't play the game, you owe it to yourself to listen to the game's OST at least one time. You won't regret it. Oh, um, and they found out about the Tunguska event, which is very cool. If there's one Wikipedia article you ever read in your life, either make it the article about Brontosaurus or the article about the Tunguska event. Um, it is so cool. It's also terrifying. The Tunguska event uh, was when In the early 1900s, an asteroid entered atmosphere and then exploded in atmosphere. It broke apart in atmosphere. It didn't touch the Earth, um, and it's very cool. And Impossible Creatures also has a Wikipedia page. And in that, they mentioned that the inciting incident that set the events of the game in motion. You don't witness it, but uh, the uh, the whole game. Uh, it's spoilers. Um, but the main character goes to find his dad because his dad went missing, and uh, in the world of the game, the experiments to make the technology that makes the creatures caused apparently caused the Tunguska event. So very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. To me, it's cool. Oh, good clean. Is the roof trims dirty? Roof trim is split chunks. There we go. But when me and my brother were little, um, there was a day we were playing outside, and I don't remember how old we were. We weren't toddlers. Maybe my brother was. I don't know. But we had decided that we were going to write a letter to the people that made Impossible Creatures and give them a list of animals we wanted to see in the second game. And I think by then, Relic had already gotten in some financial trouble. I think it's still dirty. Um, but we paced back and forth on the front porch, coming up with a list of animals. Um, most of them were probably dinosaurs, but we did put one I do remember is we suggested potato bugs or pill bugs, roly polies. Thank you for the treat, DJ. If I have, I want to see. I can see the dirt from. dirt or a shadow? Thank you for the hydrate, Outlaw. Thank you. Let me see if I have any peanuts left. There's one. Mine. Too small. I might be out of peanuts. Oh. There's one. I think this might be the last one. Get it open. Go. I think the redeem still says no, I dropped it in the bag. Where'd it go? Oh no. It might just be gone forever now. Oh. There's another one. Okay. Thank you for that treat redeem, DJ. Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh. And the hydrate. Alright. Thank you guys. Thank you. How long have we been? Another thing is that the stupid stream manager on the Twitch mobile app doesn't have just like the uptime there. I have to push a button to get. It's dumb. Excuse me. Sorry. Goodness. Yippee! Wall's not clean. Wall's still dirty. Pesos weren't clean. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And clean. Get the other one. This side? Good. Alright. Here we go. Yippee! The roof. Massias? Is that what they're called? That one. Alright. Whoops. Yep. There we go. Ah. Ah. Alright, all that's left is the crystal ball. It shows a desert? It's the mayor's cat! Oh my goodness. It's the mayor's cat. He's in the desert. There's a bus. Why won't you be clean? Clean already. Ah! Ugh. Is this the wishy washers? I got your details from your friend Harper, who's helping us with the historic dig. Fancy getting involved? Alright. Woo! We cleaned it! This is crouched in the corner. Wagon looks great. Thanks so much. Mind how you go, eh? Than just dislodging moss and muddy streaks. It's almost become a compulsion for compulsion that's threatening to take over your life. Oops. What the heck? Oh, was the crystal ball hinting we be going to the desert because it's in the future? Oh, maybe. Hi, Wishy. I work with your friend Harper for the Global Archaeological Society. We desperately need your help. All in the recent seismic activity, coupled with the worst storm in living memory, has unearthed the most extraordinary statue I've ever seen. We've no idea who made it or when. We're hoping that with your help, those questions start to get answered. So much, Tonya. Okay. Been 2 hours, so we'll clean this for a little bit. Yep. Hinting. So there's a cat somewhere. Background is probably there, so we can't get to. Like somewhere over there. Oh, we have a net break coming up. Where do we start? Guess we'll start the base. Work our way up. Where does arms go? Where'd your arms go, bud? Is this like Antian or something? I like the ambiance in it. Hi, Wishy. Thanks for heading all this way out of town. It's great to catch up again. Oh, it's blue. Okay. I was like, how are we gonna tell if it's clean? It's just gonna look like rock. Nope. Can you believe the quality of the statue? It's This thing is likely over 8,000 years old. Wow, that's pretty old. Okay, and it's broken up in a... It's also directly facing Mount Rushless, almost like it's keeping watch. It is. I like the wind ambience. Nice. The hawk sounds are nice. Sterling's not here. Maybe if Sterling were here, maybe he could tell us what birds make. I wonder if these are stock bird sounds or if they went like a sanctuary to record bird sound. That would have been a fun day at work. Cool. I think we might be getting close to the end of the base game. I think that there's fighting. Welcome back from the break, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you, thank you. thin up there. Go do that. I wonder if the mayor's cat knows something, or if that's just like a red herring or something. Ugh. Oops. There we go. Okay. Well, I didn't really intend on getting that all done once, but we did. We did. I guess we'll just do the back. Guess whoever made it had 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 an advanced mythology out. The web spine along the back, some sort of reptile deed. I don't know. Here he is, though. We have the ladder. How convenient. All right. Okay. Whoops. 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 I think we'll call it here. We made some good progress, though. Well, this one isn't like it's just big, but there's big chunks of it, so. Oh, it's very cool. Going back to the end of the volcano. What was this thing covered by? It was like, I guess just a bunch of sand, because they're like rocks. Covered in a big mound of sand. Yeah, but the cat crystal ball had to be somewhere over there. Because you saw this RV and then 2 tents. So it was over here. Anyway, cool. We got 2 jobs done today. Finished the subway and we cleaned the part. All right. Let's see whose life this night. Well, we're actually not. Let's see whose life. All right. We've got Minari's playing Soma. All right, we'll go say hi to Minari because she's playing Soma. We haven't rated her at all this week. Playing Soma. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for some hand cam ASMR. And yeah, I love you all very much. Thank you guys for spending time with me tonight. Thank you, thank you. It means a lot. Yeah, we'll go say hi to Minari. She's playing some Soma. So it's not relaxing like Power Wash Simulator. It is a horror game. Um I don't know if she's playing it for like a punishment or like a milestone reward. I don't know. I don't know. Do been playing for an hour. There's a timer counting up, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Please give her some love. If you're not following her already, please give her a follow. She's super sweet. She does majority ASMR streams, and I guess the occasional Soma and like my Mario Kart stream. But she's very sweet. She's very pretty. Please give her some love. She's very sweet. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go find a snack and go to bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow evening. The next part of the 12-hour stream VODs should be up after the stream. It was just taking forever to process. Good night, guys. I love you very much. Bye bye.